Hey guys, I'm Brian.
And I'm Terry.
And welcome to Wolf's Prairie Outdoors. Today we're going to be installing the Hold-Up Displays HD90 gun wall kit. Let's get to it.
First off, you want to make sure that you hit studs when you mount this to the wall. So you want to determine what the stud spacing is, or at least where your studs are located. It could be 16 inches on center, which is our application. But sometimes they're 24 inches on center, or you might have on the other side of this wall, there might be a T, so it might be only 8 inches away from the next stud. So you got to determine that. Ours is 16. And we want this thing to be possibly added onto in the future. It's 48 inches long. We're 16 inches on center, so we're going to be able to hit 3 different studs. One at 0, 16, and 32 inches.
Yep.
So we're going to center that within this 48. So 32 out of 48 leaves 16. We're dropping 8 inches off of each end. That way we'll be hitting the 0 point at 8 inches from the end. And then we'll go to 16, which is
24.
Yeah, there you go. And then down here
40, which is 8 back from the other end. And that'll make it really easy for measuring off for other panels, because we know we come off the end 8 inches on each end all the way down. So once we get our bottom rung set, we can just drill all the others and mount away.
Throw them up there.
Yep.
And they give you a pile of screws, don't they?
Yeah, we got a bunch of screws.
More than we need.
More than that handful. So the way you mount it, you want to pre-drill a hole with a 3/16 bit in each channel, and you do that for each stud. You do 2 screws, so there will be a total of 6 screws for our application per rail. There are 5 rail panels, so that'll be a total of 30 screws.
That ought to hold it. There's going to be a lot of guns.
Yeah, when you add, if you add up, say you've got, it'll hold 6 long guns. So my long guns range from 7 pounds to 15 pounds depending on the setup. That's a lot of weight real quick. You can easily pass 50 pounds there. If you add a plate carrier, you add ammo can, you can add a lot of weight. So you want to make sure these things are secured to the wall very well. You don't want it falling off the wall. It'll be a bad day.
Scratch your gun.
Yeah, real bad day.
Yeah, I'd be on
Let's get to installing. Okay guys, we're going to drill these out at our respective locations for our studs. We did the first panel only because we want to check and make sure our work is correct. So when you go to install these, they're top and bottom. The top has a groove that the lip of the bottom sets into for the next panel, so you can continue stacking them, and it helps keep everything tight together. So when you install it, make sure you have the groove to the top, lip to the bottom. Okay, you want to make sure you're good and level. It is nice to have a partner to help you with this. We level.
Looks level to me.
Okay, if you're doing this by yourself, when you get done leveling, you want to come back and take a pencil and draw across the top of that panel so that when you come back to install it, you know where level is. But since I have my handy dandy model here holding this for me, I can go ahead and start the installation.
Real fun.
Oh yeah, that's in there.
We're in there now.
That bad boy is not coming off of that wall.
I don't think I have to hold it anymore, but I will.
Okay guys, as you can see, first panel went in great. So now repeat the process for drilling the holes according to what your specs are. And then we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're not gonna show you why waste the time. We'll come back, throw the rest of this wall in. Okay guys, as we were showing you earlier, here's that channel on the top of each rail. Now, when you go to install the second rail piece, as you can see, that lip drops right down in that channel. As you can see, it drops in nice and clean. You just work your way up from the bottom. The bottom rail will hold the next successive one. You can run your screws in and you're good to go. Let's get this thing knocked out. Okay guys, we got the wall installed. Now all we have to do is assemble the 6-gun long gun rack. And to do that, it's really simple. The upper portion has 2 posts. The lower portion has 2 posts with angles because they're going to be holding the bulk of the weight. Each of these comes with 2 bolts that has a 7/16 head, and each one comes with 4 washers. So what we're going to do is take one of these bolts. We're going to put 1 washer on each bolt. And now I'm going to take my upper portion and I'm going to take one of these bolts, put it through the hole in the upper portion. I will take another washer, put it on that bolt, and then I'm going to take my post and get it started. And then I'll take my wrench, 7/16, start screwing it in. I know this is a little backwards, but it's easier to screw this than it is to run this wrench. And now, get it pretty tight. I'm not going to torque it down yet because I may want to adjust the angle on it a little. And now I will repeat the same process. Run the bolt through, put the washer on the bolt, and get my post. Get this started with the wrench. Okay, now my top piece is assembled. Yes, these are a little crooked. I'll straighten them up when I get it to the wall. Now, let's get this bottom bracket done. It's going to be the exact same thing. We're going to take a bolt and a washer, get it through the hole, put another washer on it, get my other post. Now this one does matter which way you mount it. You want the top of the bracket to be towards the big open side because the butt of the rifle is going to sit down in here on this piece. Okay. Washer, bolt. Washer on the other side. And get it going. I'll set this down to torque these down. I'm going to use my hand to hold the mounting bracket and use my arm to hold the gun rack so that it doesn't spin as I tighten this up. And I'll reverse it here and use my body to hold it. All right, that's in there. All right, now that we've got these installed, just come up, slide it into the channel, flip it down. Next up, we've got all these plastic clips you were probably wondering about if you didn't look at the instructions, like most people don't, including me. The way this works is it goes into this channel and you'll slide it over and lock it onto the metal brackets. You're going to pull out on the springy side of this clip, and sometimes you have to pull out a little bit on the rack just to get some space behind it. Once it's locked in, that's it. It won't come off the wall. All right, now we just install the rest of these accessories where we want them. I'm not going to put the clips on yet. And the great thing about these systems is nothing's set in stone. You can move things around as you wish. Get things exactly the way you like them. All right, guys, looks pretty good, I think. It went together really well, but there's only one problem. It's empty. A gun rack's supposed to be full. Let's get it.
Well, I gotta say, it looks pretty good.
I think so. That is beautimous.
Yeah, excellent finish on that thing.
Yeah,
nice.
The finish on this wall is basically like a bed liner for your truck, but it has a nice glossy finish to it, so it's just really got a good look. Seems like it's gonna be very durable.
Like a wrinkle paint.
Yeah.
Sharp.
I'm really liking it. Hope you guys like it. It was a lot of fun putting it together, and now we can see the fruits of our labor.
Yeah, boy.
It sets up really nicely.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the install of this hold-up display as much as we have. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. And check back soon. We're going to do some lever gun work with the 1895 and the Model 1894 CST. That's pretty hard to find right now. We managed to get a hold of one. Runs like a champ.
Beautiful gun.
Yeah, it handles really well. But if you like what you see, give us that big thumbs up below. Hit the subscribe button. By doing that, you let us know you like the content we're producing, and we'll be sure to produce more of it. Like I said, we got a lot of gun work coming up, some good ammo tests, a lot of fun.
Lots of fun stuff coming.
Oh yeah. Have a good one, guys.
See you.